I'm Ren, and this is my partner, Gurdon.
My wife lets me sleep with Ben. We get death threats. We get people trying to call CPS.
We have an open relationship. I've always known that I was bi. People truly don't believe that bi men exist. Your husband is gay. You mean gay. No such thing as a guy who's bi, just gay.
So it sounds like both of them go both ways. I can kind of tell by the way he's standing. It seemed like he probably play on that side. No offense.
Gay, super gay. You mean you have a gay husband? A lot of throw up emojis.
I wanted to ask, where do you see this going long term?
It's like, do you think that we'll have an open relationship forever? I'm Ren, and this is my partner, Gurdon, and I let him sleep with other men. We met on Tinder.
Well, I immediately thought she was way out of my league. She just looked really sweet and genuine.
I thought you looked a little bit of a D-bag. My plan was to hit it and quit it. Neither of us were looking for a relationship, and I don't know, from that day, we've been inseparable. Yeah. We were both married previously, so I think for us getting into our relationship, we wanted to do it right. I've always known that I was bi. So I think for me, it was more just being able to have a safe place to accept that. He came out, a year and a half into our relationship as being bi. And I think for us having deep conversations, it was kind of me being like, babe, I think you might be bi. And that was kind of what led to us being in an open relationship. We would have experiences with single men and have experiences with single women and give each other the freedom to explore that. I never get judgment for being a bi woman, but he consistently gets judgment for being a bi man.
Yeah, unfortunately, from what I've heard before, if you're a man and you go both ways, you consider. But if you're a woman and you go both ways, you can go both ways. I'm not in that community, so I'm going to just say to each his own. I'm not into that lifestyle. There's men out there that go both ways and they in a relationship with a woman. I'm not used to hearing this because, again, I'm not in that community. So this might be normal to the people in that community, but people that's straight, they most likely not used to hearing this.
We've had multiple 3 million, 5 million videos of us going viral for being bi, basically for him being bi. We go live on TikTok all the time, and we get flooded with hate.
Sometimes we get death threats. We get people trying to call CPS.
I can't stop laughing. Your relationship's a joke. Why get married?
I really don't believe this bi thing. He's more into himself than he is with you.
Go to church. I can't unsee this. A lot of throw up emojis. This makes me want to chug bleach. Your husband is gay. You mean gay. No such thing as a guy who's bi, just gay. No, he's gay, super gay. You mean you have a gay husband? I mean, it goes on.
It's right here too. It's just every comment is hate. When I'm having an off day and I'm in my head, of course these comments don't help, but most of the time I'm able just to brush it off and realize that these people aren't very happy in their own life.
People truly don't believe that bi men exist. They think that it's only something that can happen for women. I think it's crazy. I'm over here supporting you, and we have a very healthy, happy relationship. The first 3 years of us being in an open relationship was kind of rocky because you're exploring boundaries and you're figuring out what's gonna work for you.
Back in the day, we had rules of no kissing, no eye contact, don't call him baby, don't call him daddy.
It wasn't anything that he was doing per se that was making me feel jealous. It was my own insecurities. I think the more that we worked on that together, the more that we kind of got over jealousy. Everyone's gonna experience jealousy, but I think it's how you work through it.
I actually like being jealous.
We travel once a month, and most of what we go to are called hotel takeovers. So essentially, a company will rent an entire hotel, and it's a 3 to 4 day party. So you really just get to go and be free and authentic. There's playrooms.
Yeah, playrooms are great.
So we're gonna go meet up with my mom for lunch. What do you want to wear?
My sense of style, how would I describe it? I like bright neon things. I like tight fitting bodysuits. You wouldn't even think that a man could fit into that. Yeah. I like to be comfy. I like to show off a little bit. I always say it's a little bit homeless, but a little bit stylish.
Homeless chic?
Homeless chic is my style.
He's such a humble person and actually really shy, but his fashion is the complete opposite because he wakes up every day and puts on a crop top. I mean, in the summertime, he's wearing booty shorts pretty much every day, and he's got a nice.
I started off with wearing crops to the gym. And once, realized, hey, you know what, people really don't care, just started gradually getting more aggressive. And I don't get any slack in public. It's mainly online. People be like, oh, you wore that in public?
Well, I mean, he's been kicked out of 3 gyms for what he wears to the gym. They're like, why did you steal your wife's shirt? Do you guys share clothes? I love tight-fitting clothes on men. I think that it accentuates their assets, I like that he can express himself and he can be comfortable expressing himself. Today, we're going to meet up with my mom to chat about our relationship. A little bit of nerves there, for sure.
What about you? Are you feeling nervous at all?
A little anxious.
Lauren is my daughter. She's my firstborn. I would just like to ask my daughter and Durden, are they happy?
So when I came out to you as having an open relationship, how did you feel about that?
Well, at first there's always concerns, like how are other people going to respond to it, or what kind of impact that's going to have on some of our closer family members. Also, I believe in the power of self-expression fully, and I wanted you to be true to yourself and have the life that you want to have. And the fact that you have someone to share that with who is just as open and understanding, I mean, I don't know, that gives me a sense of security.
Kind of like us finding a person that's like accepting.
I wanted to ask, where do you see this going long term?
Yeah. Like, do you think that we'll be in the lifestyle, like have an open relationship forever?
I mean, not forever, but probably like in our 60s, I would still see us.
He said in their 60s. Oh, you might as well say forever. I'm wondering, when they have kids, are they still going to be in this lifestyle? I don't think that's a good example to set for your kids, in my opinion.
Having a lifestyle like this.
I definitely foresee us always being open, always being like in the community.
Maybe not going to like events.
Yeah, or like, will we always like share forever? I don't know, probably not. Maybe like 60, 70. And jealousy is definitely something that we've had to navigate in our relationship.
12
Yes. I feel like the first 3 years were our hardest years.
It's hard to admit you're jealous sometimes. Just being able to admit that helps. So I've got a question now. What do you think about my outfits? Do you like them, or kind of?
Your outfits, honestly, it was a little bit of a setback at first. It just kind of threw me off because, I come from a different generation. But then at the same time, I felt so empowered when I heard that other people at the gym were like asking you where you got your stuff.
So would you say you pretty much accept our lifestyle now?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I accept and support your lifestyle.
Yeah. I love the fact that we're on this like journey together where we're like trying to end stigmas and show other people that it's okay to be outside of the box in a relationship.
You've given me, the confidence to do what I do, the ability to get what I do, and the support. And you've been my rock through, ups and downs.
I think that like if you are feeling a need to judge somebody, it's probably because you're not feeling satisfied in your own life, your own connection. And if you have something wrong with like 2 people living authentically, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, this video was pretty interesting because, like I said earlier in the video, I'm not used to seeing this kind of stuff. A woman that likes both genders and a man that likes both genders in a whole entire relationship. That's different. Usually it's the woman that go both ways and the man, he's straight. But that's not the case in this relationship. Both of them go both ways. And this is how I feel about open relationships. Eventually somebody's going to get jealous. Y'all even heard the woman. She said within the first 3 years, it was a rocky relationship because she got jealous. He go both ways, so he out there sleeping with other men. I don't know if he's sleeping with other women. That's what happens when you in these open relationships. That's why I would never entertain an open relationship. I would never allow my girlfriend to sleep around with other men or other women if that's the case. I look at it like this. If you have to sleep around with multiple people, you struggle with loyalty. Why do you need to sleep around with multiple people in order to make the relationship last long? I've seen so many people say a man can't go both ways. Only a woman can. And that's not up to me to make that decision. People gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day. So if this man want to go both ways, he gonna go both ways. If this woman want to go both ways, she gonna go both ways. That's just what it is. I wonder what it's gonna be like when they decide to have kids. Because if you showing your kids that you going both ways, you showing your kids you sleeping around with other people, they are gonna think that's okay. How are you gonna show them what loyalty is? Do what you love, but again, that ain't none of my business because I'm not in that community. So I hope people in this LGBT community don't get offended. I ain't saying nothing crazy, so continue doing you. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all think a man could go both ways? Or do y'all think, no, it's no such thing as a man that goes both ways? But that's all I got for you guys. And make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm gone. Peace.